Welcome everybody to our fourth and final round, the rematch from last week's finals. Erik Henderson on Grixis Control, slightly different deck, versus Justin Gebing on Selesnya Tokens. This one's for all the marbles.
All the marbles. We've got, you know, somebody's going to get some credit.
Somebody's going to get paid.
Get paid.
So here's an interesting note. If Justin wins, then we're going to give him a little something for going undefeated twice in a row. But the big news is next week, that bounty goes up to 15 biggins.
The bounty grows.
The bounty grows. So, as this bounty grows, if any of you are out there wondering, I want a piece of that action, or thinking to yourself, I want a piece, that's not really something you wondered. Come and get some.
Come get some. Oh man, this is an awkward one. 4 lands.
It is an instant mulligan.
Yeah, not a lot of action.
You want turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 drop.
So playing in these local tournaments, one thing that happens is like you know what you're playing against.
Usually. Yeah.
Usually by like round 2, like you've seen mostly what everybody's playing.
Mm-hmm.
So Justin knows the kind of hands he needs to keep game 1 here, so he can be a little bit more aggressive with his mulligan than he might be in the blind.
I don't think
this
that
isn't
hand
bad.
Was at all keepable. Even
yeah, just on against any random hand in
yeah,
standard.
Any random 6 cards.
All right.
Like I wouldn't keep that hand in draft. Justin trying to steal the play.
Just change my play.
Listen, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Turn 1 flower.
Sure. Costs him 2 life, but it's worth it.
Yeah, you see a turn 1. Steam vents tapped.
You flower. That 2 life ain't gonna matter.
It could. Playing like a wizard's deck, I guess.
Yeah, we established that he already knows what he's playing against.
Listen, you don't know that.
You're right, I don't.
He played a different deck last week. He's getting his thoughts erased. Goodbye, MR attenders. Heads up play. You don't want him to get that thing on the board unless you have a removal spell for it right now. If you did have a removal spell for it right now, then I would have probably gotten the Sapling Migration instead, but I'm going to trust that Erik knows what he's doing.
Yeah, so his sweeper here is the Golden Demise.
Yes, I wouldn't spend it here, but if you have no other plays...
Yeah, so if he spends it here, he's 1-for-1ing himself. But if he waits to get another one of these, another real card on board,
yeah,
he's going to be in much better shape.
So you've got this Moment of Craving in hand. I would have probably taken the Sapling Migration and just let him run out the MR, because you've got a clean answer to that.
Yeah, Golden Demise looks a lot worse here.
Not the greatest.
I think you have to at this point. You're going to take at least 4 next turn if you don't do anything. And now,
we're demising.
Justin has a window to resolve something a little bigger, a little more threatening. Got a little bit more land. Moving right on in. Big old elephant coming in. Elephanting around.
Alright, here's the Thought Erasure. Taking the march here. The enchantment is not too threatening.
What? It says a land.
We just need to get lands so that we can kill this guy. That's the big thing here.
Yeah, I think if Erik draws some...
Tristani. There's a land.
Says go. So Erik does have a non-zero number of targets for the Conclave Tribunal.
Oh, we're just throwing out a random Moment of Craving?
Yeah.
Not a fan of that one.
And so it could make itself relevant that that this Conclave Tribunal is still in Justin's hand, because it could get the Eldest Reborn. It targets a permanent.
Sure.
Before Erik can use it to get back like a big thing.
Ritual of Soot.
So Mara and the vampire.
Yep, here's a ritual. Cleans up 2 creatures. Not bad. Here's a big, this one's a big game changer. Here's the Shalai.
Yeah, Shalai's a big one here. We still have to just run out this Eldest Reborn, which is fine. Run it out. Run it out.
Yeah, so the Eldest Reborn is going to make
So he's
him...
got a Dream Eater in hand. Oh, man.
So I'm not opposed to playing the Dream Eater, blocking the Shalai, or blocking the Elephant that comes in. Here he is, delving 4, keeps the 2 operative cards, and the lands go to the bin. I mean, he would love to have 8 lands, he just doesn't have the time to draw them.
Right.
I say you can bounce this.
No, because it had. Oh wait,
Yeah,
it doesn't
okay.
have hexproof, so we'll bounce that and block.
Okay, sure, they trade.
Alright, blocks and trades off. That's fine. That's good.
Eldest Reborn.
Sure.
And here's the Eldest Reborn to get the Shalai. Erik may have turned the corner here.
What was that mana tap for?
What?
Justin tapped 4 mana last turn.
I do not know. Conclave Tribunal on the Eldest Reborn, so that's good. It doesn't it's not gonna let him get it back. And I feel like Erik's turned the corner.
Yeah, we turned the corner.
Interesting.
Justin's still only a March of the Multitudes away.
Right. Totally erase something with that march. Especially because he can march to, and then on the attack it flips the Legion's Landing. Which, while not an amazing clock, it gives him another angle.
He has a flower in hand.
Interesting. Man, lots of little incremental life total changes. I always found that annoying when that pad fills up.
Yeah.
Oh wells. A little more, and I don't know that Justin can reasonably assume he's going to resolve a spell now. Oh, here we go.
Resolves a spell.
I'll just eat my words real quick. There's that.
So we know Erik's got a Vraska's Contempt. Probably would have fired it off on the night there.
Yeah, just sometimes you're just not going to get a chance to use all of your lands.
Oh, he has a Ritual of Soot. Okay, never mind.
Jeez. Yeah, that's the big one against Justin. Ritual of Soot is really going to help him get back into these games.
History.
Man, history.
You're not using this for anything, right? Yeah. This one's a 2, that one's a 2.
Here's a knight. Here we go.
Gonna have to block this turn.
Are you taking 2 for that water grave?
Water Graven to play tapped. He's got a Vraska's Contempt and some other black card. I don't know what it does. What card is that?
That's a great question. Alright, we're going to contempt one of the knights, bring Erik up to 10.
I don't know that it puts him at 10. We haven't been keeping track of his life total. I think it might
Very
be
tightly, yeah.
at a much more precarious life total. It might be a 10. Who knows?
Play this.
Was he going to flower this turn?
Yeah, he's got
Or
either
flourish.
Bigger Bolus now.
Yeah.
Attack for 6.
Block.
6.
Gotta block it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
4, 5, 6. We'll put Erik to 4, yeah. So Erik can cast another bolus. The problem with the split cards is when you turn them to read them,
Right.
your opponent gets to read on like, okay, he's got either Fire and Ice or
Price of Fame, perhaps, in hand. Other Bolas, no cards in hand.
Price of Fame on
And
one of the knights.
maybe Price of Fame? See if he surveils too. Price of Fame it is.
Okay.
Keeps a disinformation campaign on top.
Draw.
Not a huge fan of that.
Attack for 4.
all right. I have no idea what Eric's life is. Is Eric's life total accurate? These guys are playing fast. I like it. Moving it along.
Oh, we got a call from Mom.
Oh,
That's
Mom.
I don't think that's Mom. Not a call from Mom, but a call nonetheless.
Yeah, it's all
Breaking the
good.
action.
It's all good. A little break in the action. We needed a breather here. This match has been fired off, crisp and quick, just the way I like my Magic the Gathering.
If our spotter would confirm that this is a call from Mom.
Wow, we both got a phone call at the same time.
Confirm, deny, Mom call.
8-8.
It looked kind of like a Mom.
Sorry, I have a family member in the hospital. I thought it was.
No, that's fine.
Please confirm.
Let's see. Okay, we'll play disinformation campaign.
Sure.
All right. Here's a disinformation campaign.
I will play Discovery.
Sure. Surveil to draw a card, right?
Yep.
We're casting whichever half of this split card. I don't know which one he cast, but
Go ahead.
I'm more interested if this call was from Mom or not.
Oh,
I mean-
Discovery.
Well, I'm pretty interested in a nice tight resolve
Discovery.
discovery. Sure.
Disinformation campaign.
The part where he moves cards around.
Okay, so he has the counterspell in hand, which is wonderful here because
Yeah,
Oh,
lets him
sure
pick
then.
up the disinformation campaign. Man, is that going to be a real deck? Disinformation campaign, surveil?
it's
Like 3
It's real.
disinformation campaign, and then like
Go ahead.
it's moving a lot of cards.
listen, streamer. I'm gonna need some conversation or some confirmation on Eric's conversation.
Some conversation confirmation.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Doom Whisper.
Someone
Yeah, but
Well,
was it,
yeah, was it his mother?
Mom? That's the question.
was it his mother?
Ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, just say, hey, who was on the phone?
And
Yeah, just ask him after the round. We'll find out.
Just ask him
Inquiring minds need to
after
know.
the game. Not right now. Don't break his. He's got to surveil a lot.
I think you can say attack twice is what needs to happen. Scoops him up. All right. Eric really turned the corner there.
oh, it's exile. That's right.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was.
All right, now ask him. Ask him who he's on the phone with while we're looking at his face.
Just ask him if he was on the phone. with
There
his
we go.
mom.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, confirmed.
Mom confirmed.
Mom confirmed. Listen,
I don't know why it's
his mom is proud of him.
I have a family member.
And I'm proud of him.
He's about to take down the. He's about to get his bounty here.
He very well could.
All right. So
Big side.
sideboarding here. If I'm Justin,
Get out of here with this Grixis surveillance.
Grixis. So if I were to build it, it would be Demir surveil.
Yeah, I think you want to just stay in Demir.
It would be Demir information campaign.
Yes.
Um,
I don't think red adds anything. Like Nicol Bolas is cool. Like if you win it on Nicol Bolas's and I really want to play Nicol Bolas, then fine. But it's not great.
Way better.
yeah, I mean it's not like. Yeah, it just doesn't.
Funny how they
It doesn't add anything I don't already have.
Right.
and then they end up being
Like I've got a big finisher in the demon that's surveils. I've got. Do I need a planeswalker? No.
I mean, if you want one, you can have one.
You're right. I just don't. I don't care.
So,
Um.
yeah, I think that's where we're at.
So yeah, I mean, It's fine. If
Throw a spy bug in there instead of bolas.
spy bug.
Yeah, so you can start clocking people.
Oh sure. The
Yeah, like-
1/1 for 2.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
Interesting.
Or the other one.
Does that thing have death touch too?
No. It gets +1/+1 counters when you surveil.
Okay.
There's also the 3/3 defender. Maybe it's a 2/2 defender. But it gets +1/+1 counters when you surveil, and then there's 3 more counters. It loses defender. That's another quality one.
All right. Let me ask you this. What do you think the best thing you can do with a full graveyard in this format is?
A full graveyard?
So
Cast a Zoni?
yeah, is that so? Why are we on these like Sultai kind of fill up a graveyard decks?
Because you don't need the blue. Blue doesn't add anything to that.
Yeah, just explores enough.
I mean, if you really want to go deep, you have Stitcher Supplier, Glowspore Shaman.
Sure, yeah, those are already. Yeah, I guess blue does not add anything. I didn't consider like how many cards were available to you. Ooh, the tightness in the back. There we go.
So Justin, rethinking his sideboard strategy here.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea if I did this correctly.
I did see that he brought in the Immortal Sun on the first.
Oh, very cool. On the first pass through,
First pass through. I don't know if he kept that in.
I like the Immortal Sun.
Yeah, it's a good card.
3 years.
Wanted to double check the Oracle text on Ritual of Soot. Eric being a gentleman, just giving him the card.
It checks the converted mana cost.
It's like so far back.
So as you like pump your guy, like you can't like pump your guys or make them bigger in any way to survive the ritual.
Right. I think that's probably what he's looking at.
Yeah.
Goldemise and
So that's the hard part. Is that it's hard to make them survive the ritual.
yeah, I'm gonna play. Good luck.
Tokens that aren't copies cost 0,
It's true.
or don't have a converted mana cost, so that it's defaulted to 0. This is a nice one. Justin's got a nice one.
Justin keeping 7, Eric going down to 6. Is this a nice one for Justin? Does it
I
check
mean-
all the boxes? Do we have 1, 2, 3 drop?
Is that a Legion's Landing? I think the second card from the back is a Legion's Landing.
There you go.
So I think that's a huge place to start.
Yeah, that's exactly where you want to be. You need to get under this Grixis control deck, fade the board wipe for a turn, and then kill him.
Yep, I think we have to.
Oh man, Eric left in these Eldritch Reborns. That can't be
This
good.
game's on multiply too for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's just like the number of things he had to take out.
I can think of one thing that I wanted to take out, and it's Eldritch Reborn.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we have to remember that Justin was on a 5-card hand last game too, so that really didn't help him keep the pressure on when he needed to there. Oh, he's got a Archo Orzaka?
Yeah.
That's a big addition there.
He had that last game too.
Will attack trigger.
Yep. Go to 17.
There's 3.
Not a good player. Should make soldiers.
Basically the same thing. Yep.
I wanna thank Justin. Having the right tokens on hand,
Yeah. Especially
Really
for
nice.
these decks that have multiple different types of tokens,
yeah, really nice.
multiple token types.
Here's an enchantment that lets him make tokens, and whenever he gains a life, he can pay 2 mana and draw a card. So he's really gonna fill up on mana here. 4, 8. He's almost there.
4, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Close. Good combat. Yep. Attack trigger.
Go to 12.
Yep. And I become blessed.
There's another guy.
Hey, look, I'm actually blessed.
We drawing a card.
He's got the blessing.
4. Maybe going to 13.
Is he going to draw a card?
And then this flips as well.
This flips. Holy smokes. Look at how much land he has now.
Do get some Donna hook triggers. I get 2 Donna hook triggers.
5.
7, 22.
I wouldn't draw a card. I would just sit back and make vampires.
Depends on what's in your hand. Like if you get a 3 drops and then probably draw a card. Alright, drawing 2. Just filling that hand up.
Yep.
Exactly where Eric doesn't want him to be.
Ritual.
Alright, so Ritual will sit him down.
Yeah, he's still got... So he keeps the city's blessing as well. So he can draw cards there. Is that a Tender Shoot Dryad?
Yep, that's a Tender Shoot.
Nice. Oh, so he already has the city's blessing? This is amazing.
Are you losing your mind? It
I'm-
looks like you're losing your mind. right
I'm so
now.
excited.
Mind is blown.
This is exactly... All right.
Alright.
If you were to say, listen, you have to go play a Grand Prix in Standard, I would say only if I could borrow Justin Gebing's deck. This is exactly the kind of thing I want to do when I'm playing Magic.
Casting Tender Shoot Dryads.
Like, Tender Shoot Dryad it's not a good card, but it's everything I want to do in Magic. It's just, it makes all these tokens. You know, it's got these requirements. You get a trigger on every single upkeep that ever exists.
You're really excited about this exiled Tender Shoot Dryad.
It's sweet.
Combat attack.
I'm more excited about the Tender Shoot Dryad than I am about the Lyra that's about to get exiled.
We're rolling up at 15. Okay.
Listen, Tender Shoot Dryad's a sweet card. Tristani's a sweet card.
Tristani's a sweet card. Yeah, there's just so many sweet cards. It kind of takes me back to like when I started playing Magic. Played a lot of green-white, a lot of enchantments, a lot of beefy guys, and healing protection spells. Because it starts off you play green, because you're like, oh man, all these creatures are sweet. This is how you win the game.
Sure.
And then people start killing your creatures, and you're like, oh, that sucks. I'm not happy with that. That's not fun.
Let's protect him with
Those
some
white spells. Yep. And then you're like, oh, there's all these lifelink in this white color too. So then you start playing that.
Sacrifice a creature.
So you got Eldest Reborn to take out a token. So you got to cast him at some point. Yeah, Justin with just infinite cards in hand.
Yeah, I think the turn where he chose to pay 4 to draw 2 cards, I think that was super critical. I think that was just really important to get him to
The next mode on that.
a critical mass of cards that like he could cast multiple spells in a turn. Erik had to start handling those multiple spells every turn. So
24 now, yeah.
stuff's important.
Can't pay for 'em.
Stuff is important. Erik has had this counterspell stranded in his hand pretty much the entire game.
This card is
His answers have been so expensive that he hasn't been able to cast 2 spells per turn.
Yeah, it makes it an interesting point when you think about this Grixis control deck, like the kind of cards Erik has. There's 2 big overarching philosophies in the control decks. There's tap out control, and then there's like sit back, draw go control.
Right.
And being a hybrid doesn't really work.
No.
Because if you sitting back and you're not being active, your big overwhelming spells not very good. But if you're trying to cast these overwhelming spells, then your counter spells kind of rot in your hand as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I could see bringing in like having negates or something like that.
Yeah.
But the full-on 3 mana counter spells. There's the Immortal Sun that we were talking about before.
Conclave Tribunal on this one.
So he gets the Eldest Reborn that's on 2.
Yeah, Eldest Reborn's just not very good in this matchup at all.
Yeah, you're going to get a token 90% of the time on the first one. Unless you, like, curve it perfectly. Even then. since Justin knows Ritual of Soot's coming, that token is just going to be in his hand. He'll play it after you ritualed him.
Right. So we're going to have a Vraska's Contempt on a Shalai.
And you still get in 3 damage, right? So he needs another removal spell?
Vraska's Contempt's going to game 2, but he can just activate Shalai in response.
Vraska's on Shalai.
Now, Justin has an interesting decision to make. If he pumps here, spends his whole turn, but then if Erik has like another removal spell for the token or the Tristani, then he's in bad shape.
Doesn't look like it, yeah.
Eric's
Eric's balk here means that he doesn't have it.
Right.
He's not going to sell you on it.
Just put the 2 extra damage over here.
Alright. Looks like this is 5.
That's me 5.
It's fine, yeah. You go for
5,
5, and this
takes
is
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So, game 3, Erik needs to take out these Eldritch Reborns.
Tender shoot. Tender shoot. Tender shoot. Here we go. Tender shoot. Sapling tokens.
You attempted it.
Yeah, that's right.
So you would have got...
Love that card. It's not good magic card. It's not a good magic card at all.
Clearly
I understand that you like this card. Let's try to keep it professional. Rein it in
You're not
here.
really at your stunning out.
Trying to play favorites.
Visit topdeckproductions.com if you want to
Be professional.
if you want to be professional and wear this professional looking shirt that we have.
Yeah, buy it. Wear it. Be it.
It helps the stream, but if you want to lodge any complaints about my lack of professionalism,
Yes. You can
I'm sure
email them
they-
directly to me.
I'm
Go
sure
delight
there's
in
an
all of those emails.
interact button on the contact us or whatever
Right.
on that.
Taylor
on
Gunn
that
is
one.
not a professional. He likes bad magic cards.
John Douglas, however, professional magic player.
I am.
You've been on the
I've been
professional
on
tour.
The promotional tour.
Is that what it stands for?
Yes. No, send it to me. Any complaints about Taylor, directly to me, because I will be way meaner than Animals will be.
Oh yeah. I mean, you treat me so poorly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, if it weren't for the fact that like once every 2 weeks I get like an amazing meal for you from you, our friendship would be on a much rockier ground. Tailgated with JD, we had kebabs. There was pork and apple.
Yeah, we have pork and apple kebabs.
And what was the chicken flavor? I mean, there was peppers involved and cherry tomatoes. What was the flavoring? What was the marinade on the chicken?
It was a brine. It was brine chicken thighs.
Brine chicken thighs and cherry tomatoes.
Mhm.
Excellent. Very good tailgate food. These guys came in and sat next to us, and they had like the big tent, but their tailgate food was literally just a bunch of packaged stuff on a
It was
table.
a bag of pretzels.
It was bad. I mean, I don't even know why they were tailgating.
Yeah, I mean, just hang out. It's fine.
Yeah.
The best part, I think, of my tailgate was that salad that accompanied everything. Really brought everything together.
The couscous salad
The couscous salad really brought everything together.
really tied the room together.
It was nice. All right, Erik, how do these 7 look? There's a lot of lands there. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, we at least got a steam vent and a basic island, and here's a... Is it a drowned catacomb?
There's a drowned catacomb to play tapped, I'm assuming.
Yep, we'll assume it's tapped.
Oh, he drew 7 on them all.
Running like a 150
Womp womp.
Yeah, I think...
Listen,
I
there was
forget-
barbecue sauce on the pork kebabs. But yes, like a standard barbecue food is a mainstay. But I go every week, so we have to change it up a lot.
Yes. You can't hold a friendship with John Douglas together by beer. He doesn't drink beer. I don't personally drink beer, but I do sometimes get drunk enough that I need him to come get me.
That has happened
More than once.
more than once.
But not an egregious number of times. I don't think I abused that.
No.
No. I try not to, at least. Rye Guy, 2133. Oh, we're getting a judge shuffle. They're always, I mean, I'm glad Scott is in the store. We have a great judge here at GameSwap Mason. His name's Scott, and he
Judges.
he judges,
Partially.
but he keeps up to date on things, so that you always get, like, they're always changing the way that, like, my mulligan didn't, I didn't do it right.
Right.
What do you do? They're always changing that little stuff, and you always want it resolved the right ways to create the least amount of butthurtedness.
Butthurtedness.
And Scott always does it the right way, so that always makes me happy to have him in the store.
All right, so we've got Immortal Sun, March to the Multitudes, and Flower and Flourish.
Right. So
Man, they really messed up the split cards this time.
I think they were out of names.
They're not out. There's plenty of other options, and the names aren't the only thing they messed up on.
Oh, you just don't think they're any good?
No, they're okay. They're just so. The new card frame makes the split cards look like garbage. You just can't get around that.
Okay.
B, the two sides don't have synergy, and half of them don't make any sense given the names. And they ruin the whole naming convention.
I would love split cards where they put an old card on the split card, like an old card that was just would be way too weak for standard now.
Right.
But it made playable by adding another option to it.
Sure.
I think that would be a really.
That Eldest Reborn is back in the deck.
He's just jealous of Justin's Saga. Let's get another token, Justin. Get it.
The last god agrees with me.
Where's
Hope
the
the
token?
first god does too.
But in my humble opinion, I think that would be the best way to. That would be the coolest thing they could do with split cards.
That's a real hip thing you did there with those split cards, Jimmy. Real hip. Real cool. Hip and cool. Eldest Reborn takes down a Knight token. Not a bad application of it. Considering you're going to get beaten about the head and neck area for 4 last turn. Oh, here's some soldiers.
Okay, so the Eldest Reborn is going to
Eat a soldier.
take a soldier down.
Goodbye, soldier. Hello, knights. Erik staring down this ritual of soot, looking real nice.
Yep.
4, 8, 10.
Justin's
10.
just going to get in for all of it. 10's a lot.
10 is indeed a lot. 2 mana, 4/5. Lots of doing it over here.
Justin has this extraneous planes in his hand. I think he's going to discard.
Ritual.
The ritual has been cast. Let's get another land out if we've got one. We don't.
Man, is this Loxodon going to be able to clean it up? Here comes the Immortal Sun.
So here comes 5
5.
Loxodons.
Loxodon damage. Loxa damage. No? Alright.
So some of the split cards here are good. I'm not saying they're not good. They're just poorly designed. Like Flower and Flourish. Both sides of that are okay.
Yeah, I just never heard of.
Fine Finality. Both sides of that are okay.
Yeah, I've never heard of any of these phrases.
Statue.
Never heard of any of these phrases.
Very good limited card. Yeah, they're not phrases. They're just things that they threw on there for yucks.
They're just yucks.
They are yuck. So this Immortal Sun's going to be great because I don't think Erik has a way to deal with it.
Did the Eldest Reborn get anything back in its final? Does it only do your graveyard?
No, it does both. I don't know that he had anything. So he cast a bunch of tokens and then got a Loxodon and Vraska's Contempted, so...
You have 2 cards in hand?
Here is. Oh, is it happening?
Justin goes to play the Lyra.
Oh, sure.
Erik immediately picks up his hand and kind of
Counterspells it.
Oh, we're getting
Big
tender.
shoots. Big shoots.
Oh man, these Saproling tokens are so big.
Oh man, they are some thick saplings. Nope.
Doesn't have it.
Justin Gebing retains.
Justin Gebing has retained. So what we're gonna do here? Oh, nope. We're gonna cast a spell.
Play your soul.
Shrink a guy.
What does he get? Is this the draw 2 jumpstart?
Brass's Contempt just gives you a turn, right?
It is.
Those two are good. Here's a Nicol Bolas.
You die to. They're both 3/3s right now. This is a 4/4.
Still dead.
3/3, so and you're at 3.
Still dead. All of them are big enough to kill him.
Big games.
So that's it.
Big shoots! Takes one down!
Justin retains.
The
Next week,
one turn on me. I'll agree.
still going to be a bounty on Justin's head. We're going to up this to a $15 bounty.
So much bounty.
So, if anybody's listening and in the
Pretty sure you're not supposed to.
Greater Cincinnati area. Dayton.
swing on by, be prepared to battle a very grizzled tokens veteran. Try to get your
Well, the Eldritch
get your
Reborn is
15.
funny. If you take
It says
a creature,
Tender Shoot
it gets it back
Dreads.
to me.
Yep. You could get it in the first round. You don't even have to go undefeated.
I realized
You just
that,
get
like,
Exactly.
Justin in the
Yeah,
first round.
you just gotta hunt a Justin Gebing.
That's 15. I want to get like I want to get one of those old-timey Western Dead or Alive wanted posters
Oh yeah.
and just put Justin's face on it.
What if we
Or
just
anybody's.
what if we just cut out the middle and printed out people's faces as
Well,
whoever
yeah,
the bounty
that's
was?
the idea, but I want Justin's there now.
Right, yeah, Justin's definitely gonna be on it for a long time. The guy's got the skills to pay the bills.
Yeah, he's gonna keep racking up that
What, in our testing
That's
games?
store credit, man.
that creds, them creds.
Not
You're gonna have a dual land before he knows it.
Yep.
All right, well, thank you guys for joining us. Make sure to visit all the Top Deck Productions social media.
Check in tomorrow for those shirts.
Check in tomorrow for the shirts.
And
Check
they'll be
in
tomorrow for Modern.
Modern tomorrow.
Yep.
Modern on Friday.
Modern on Friday.
And back here again on Tuesday for Modern League. That's a big night.
Get that league going.
And then come see us next Wednesday for more hot standard action.
And to see if Justin gets taken down. That's it. Later.